We actually had a snitch in our own group, which is I thought was my friend. We were all feel betrayed by this individual who made a deal because he wanted his phone back, guys. He wanted his phone back so bad because they confiscated all of our stuff. I have my good camera. I have thousands of dollars worth of equipment that they confiscated, guys. And we all want our phones back, but he said, well, I'm a journalist. I need my phone, stuff like that. Well, we're getting a warrant for your phone, he said. And we said, well, what if I just come down there? Well, maybe we give it to you today. So the individual is Ghostwriter. A lot of you might know Ghostwriter. He's done some audits with Johnny 5-0. He has like 5,000 subscribers. So he's Johnny 5-0's moderator. And, I just feel betrayed, guys. I thought that he was our friend. He went in there and told them that he would let them go through his phone. And they went through his phone and they took pictures of our entire group chat conversation, our group text that we had originally there was like 50 people on those group text messages. And then we narrowed it down to like 15 people at the very end. So there's lots of big time auditors out there, guys, that were involved in those group text messages that they all have now. And his response was, well, they didn't get any incriminating information. Well, first he said, well, I think they're trying to get you for conspiracy, DMA. I'm like, well, thanks a lot, man. And now you're helping them with that. He's like, well, there's nothing incriminating. And it's true, guys. Like, we didn't break the law. It's not illegal to organize a First Amendment protected activity. But the point is, guys, is that he betrayed us, number one. And number two, they didn't know the vast majority of everyone. The only people they knew was Big Sis and I. That's it. Now they have everyone's phone number. So now they can do some investigation, find out who each individual is. And if they want to, they can try to get warrants for everyone now. He threw us all under the bus so we could get his phone back, guys. He didn't come to us. Me and Regan take care of our people. Okay. He didn't come to us. I need a phone. Maybe we could have helped him get a cheap phone to get him by until we can get that stuff back. We can make sure everyone got out of jail, guys. We're not leaving anyone in jail. Thanks AFA and Regan for helping us with that too. But he's a snitch, guys. He's a snitch and he can't be trusted. Okay. And I feel backstabbed. I feel betrayed. And I actually I called him because I wanted to make sure, because I've made this mistake before by jumping to conclusions, not having the evidence. So I called him and I got the phone conversation. So I'm going to play the phone conversation for you guys right now so you can see proof that I have, the kind of person that Ghostwriter is. Do you have anything that anyone else want to add before I play this video, guys?
I want to add that the propensity for what he initiated with the police by cooperating is more organized violence by the police. Because, first off, anyone with any semblance of knowledge that has been in the system knows that it's incredibly difficult to get a judge to sign a warrant for a phone. Second, if you've got an iPhone, chances are you ain't getting in that iPhone. To date, there's been, even the FBI has made it clear that they can't get into iPhones. But here's what Ghostwriter made possible without a warrant. He made it possible for Sheridan to initiate a new criminal investigation because of his cooperation, not because of a judge signing a warrant. Sheridan probably isn't even going to go to a judge and try to get a signature on a warrant for a misdemeanor charge of unlawful conduct on public property that didn't involve violence, that didn't involve weapons. It involved 15 local people. Any judge with a brain is going to look at that warrant, and if there's not something in it very specific that the cops think they need, a judge is not going to sign that warrant. But guess what? Now they don't need one. They've got everybody's information. They could go back and write new arrest warrants to initiate a new investigation. Does that sound like I'm being a Dory Downer? No, I'm being realistic because I've been there. I know that that's what the cops do when fucking snitches cooperate.
I was in shock when I was first told about Ghostwriter, because he's a part of that Denver crew, Eric Brandt kind of thing. And I was shocked that he would do this. But you know what? That means now we can't trust him. We just can't. And I'm sorry. I wouldn't care how badly I need that phone. I don't need it bad enough that I would, snitch on everyone that was involved in this, in standing up for our rights and
Yep.
participating in activism. I mean, yeah, no one's going to trust him now. And it's just unfortunate that he had to do this.
Yep.
Now he has to take, unfortunately, the consequences for what he has done.
I'd like to give Ghost the benefit of the doubt. I did ask him in a text, are you really just this stupid? I mean, are you this stupid? He defended his actions to no end. He didn't do anything wrong. That tells me he had more conversations with the police than just allowing them to take screenshots of that phone. There was more. And he said that he never made an official statement. You idiot. You think you're talking to a cop that's not recording you? Who you made an appointment with to go get your phone from? I think that's the point I asked him, if he was really that stupid.
And we're actually wondering, guys, what else he has on his phone. And this is just speculation. I'm not saying he has anything incriminating on his phone. He did mention to me, and you'll hear in this video, that he did have stuff on there they didn't want people to see. But it makes me wonder, if he's that desperate to get his cell phone back, maybe what else did he have on there? I'm just throwing that out there, guys. All right, guys, so here's the video. We're going to get into this. It's 7 minutes long. Okay, how'd you end up getting your phone back?
Well, I called the evidence guy. The evidence guy's like, well, they're getting warrants for all the electronic devices, so you might not get them back at the end of the case. I'm like, seriously? I told him, well, I'm a journalist. I make my living using my phones for gathering news, news purposes. And like, is there any way I can get him back faster? He's like, well, you can talk to the detective because he's the only one that can release them. So I called the detective and talked with him and explained everything. And he's like, yeah, we're waiting for the warrants to go through on them. And I'm like, well, what would happen if I just agreed to let you go through my phone? Because obviously they're going to get what they want either way, right? And he's like, well, then you can probably get them back today. I'm like, really? Okay. So I agreed to let them go through my phones because I have no video on them, for one thing. And I figured, if they're going to get them one way or another, they're going to get it. So I went down there and they're like, well, this could take just a little bit because once you agree to this, we got to take them over to this other place and they're going to download everything off your phones. I'm like, really? Do you really need everything? And because I have communications from lawyers and stuff on my phone, and I explained all that to them. And they're like, yeah, that's how it goes. But when I got there, instead of doing that, he only went through them with me. We sat down and he went through first my phone that I was recording with. And of course, I showed that there's nothing on that phone at all other than new stuff, no videos from there. And then he looked through my other one and he wanted me to go through the text. And I said, sure. And I showed him which texts were the group chat ones. And because I have the lawyer confidential ones also on there, he didn't want to go into a bunch of other texts. So he just went through the group texts and took pictures of them. And that was it. That was the only stuff it took. They didn't even clone my phone off and download everything. So I got lucky on that because, everybody has something that they don't want everybody to see, you could say. So I had the distinct impression that they want to go after you for another more serious charge. And therefore I was telling the detective, this has been tried before for, putting harsher charges on somebody for organizing an event like this. It's like you can't make constitutionally protected activity that was being arranged into a crime. People aren't going there to commit crimes. It's like, yeah, we want to challenge the law, but the only way it's going to be challenged is if it goes to court over it. So, but the extra charges never stuck. And I told them, it's like, you need to look up like Leon Valley and look at what happened when they did the same stuff. I told them, you guys are Leon Valley 2.0 at this point for arresting a bunch of people for recording. So I don't know if I got through to the guy about it or not. So, but I know that you said you had your phone there. Mm-hmm. They got your phone, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna get a warrant on it and download everything on yours.
You know how difficult it is to get a warrant, man, for somebody's phone?
Don't know.
It's very difficult, man. Like, for this is a misdemeanor crime. They're not going to get a warrant for our phones. It would have to be something major. They're not going to, the district attorney or the judge is not going to sign a warrant for something so minuscule, man. So basically what you did is you let them take pictures of our entire, you realize what you just did? Like, you said that they're trying to drum up charges on me. You're helping them. You're aiding them in doing so. Not that we did anything wrong anyways, but do you don't see anything wrong with what you just did?
In one sense and another, no. The lesser of the evils in the sense was like there was nothing incriminating in our text. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's nothing incriminating in our text. That's true, but you don't see anything wrong with you wanting your phone so bad that you're willing to just like dime the rest of us out so you can get your stuff back?
It ain't dining everybody out. They were going to get the information regardless.
No, they weren't going to get it, man. They weren't going to get that information. It doesn't matter now. Now they have it because you gave it to them. If anything, let them get it through the warrant then. You don't just give it to them.
All right. Well, yeah, it's the choice that I had to make.
Yeah, man.
So
it was a bad choice, man. It was a really bad choice that you had to make.
Yeah, I knew you probably wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think I'm going to do now?
Well, I don't know. So
you don't know? Why don't you guess, man? Why don't you take a guess? What do you think I'm going to do now?
I don't know what you're going to do. How about you tell me?
Well, I'm going to blast you for one, to everyone that was there. I'm also going to blast you on panel to tens of thousands of people for the snitch, snake, betraying coward that you are. That's what I'm going to do. What do you think about that?
Well, you're going to do what you're going to do.
Okay, so, man. You're a scumbag, dude. You're worse than the cops, man.
No,
thanks for fucking us over, bro.
I didn't fuck us over because there's nothing incriminating.
Yeah, but you're a snake, man. You're a snitch, bro. You're a snitch. You're a snitch. That's right.
Constitutionally protected activity.
Yeah, there's nothing illegal about what we did, but you gave up our entire private phone conversation just so you get your fucking phone back, man. You're a coward, bro. You're a disgrace. Have a good night.
All right, guys. So that is it. And like I said, now the police have everyone's phone number. And they can tie that to everyone's name. They can do an investigation. They're the police, and they can get warrants for everyone if they want. It's unfortunate, guys. It's sad.
But Denver Metro Audits took that extra step and gave him yet another chance to own up behind the scenes and say, hey, yeah, okay, I fucked up. He wouldn't even do it.
I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine.